He slammed his hand on the table, the sound slicing through the silence like a gunshot. "Then we're done," he said, voice trembling not from sorrow, but fury. His family sat behind him like a jury, eyes sharp, mouths ready to devour. I looked at him, at them, and did the one thing none of them expected. I laughed. It wasn't madness, it was release. Because this, his outburst, their outrage, the divorce on the spot, was the final move I'd been waiting for. And the moment the first domino fell, everything I'd built began to unfold exactly as I'd planned. We met 7 years ago at a company dinner. He was confident, magnetic, the kind of man who made promises with his eyes. I was drawn to him like a moth to a flame I thought I could tame. He used to call me his calm in the chaos. I believed him. I steadied him through layoffs, through nights he came home smelling like whiskey and resentment. I thought loyalty meant endurance. But love doesn't survive lies. The first clue came quietly. He stopped saying good morning. Not out loud, not in text, just silence. Then the missed calls, the new passwords, the sudden business trips. One night he came home and left his phone on the counter. It buzzed. Once, twice. A name flashed. Elena. He flinched when I picked it up. That was all I needed to see. I didn't open it. I didn't scream. I just smiled, handed it back, and told him dinner was getting cold. He didn't realize I'd already stopped being his wife that night. I became his observer. He quit his job a month later, claiming he was burnt out. His family circled around him, whispering that I pushed him too hard. I watched him sell our plans for a house, cash in savings, and funnel money into new ventures. Ventures that led directly to her. They thought I was blind, but I was documenting every move. Screenshots, transfers, conversations overheard from behind half-closed doors. His mother even bragged once about how Elena understood him better. I almost thanked her. The real trick was patience. People show their truest selves when they think you're powerless. So when he quit, I followed. Walked into my own office, handed in my resignation, and smiled. My boss's eyes widened. I had been their senior financial officer, the one who handled corporate audits. But I wasn't walking away empty-handed. Before resigning, I had quietly rerouted all our shared accounts, closed my contributions to his ventures, and filed a report. Fraud. Not against him. Not yet. Against her. The woman using his name to launder money. He didn't know she'd done it. She didn't know I had proof. By the time he and his family realized I'd left my job, the panic set in. They thought I'd lost stability, that I'd fall apart. Instead, I smiled and packed light. Then came today. He stood there, in front of his family, shouting that I was selfish, that I was destroying everything. His mother cried, his sister called me a manipulator, and I laughed. Because while they shouted, his phone buzzed. Once, twice. He looked down, frowning, then paled. A message from his bank. Then another, from the police. I didn't say a word as he read. I didn't have to. He looked at me, finally realizing what had happened. Elena had been arrested for fraud under his name. The accounts were frozen. The business ventures were being audited. Every signature, every transaction, his. Because I'd made sure she used his access, not mine. And the irony? I hadn't even broken the law. I'd just let him hang himself with the rope he handed me. His family turned on him within minutes. Accusations, panic. The same voices that defended him now devoured him. I stood, picked up my coat, and said softly, "You wanted freedom. Now you have it." He didn't move, just stared at me, eyes hollow, as the weight of it sank in. Outside, the cold air hit my face. Sharp, clean. I felt lighter than I had in years. Revenge wasn't the point. Clarity was. He'd taken my peace. I'd taken back control. That night, I checked my email. Confirmation of my transfer to a new firm in another city. I'd been offered the position weeks ago, quietly negotiated while he and his mistress burned through their false empire. A clean slate, a new name, and enough evidence to ensure he'd never work in finance again. I suppose some would call it cruel. But betrayal is a slow death, and I'd already died once for him. This was resurrection. He taught me deceit. I mastered precision. He played for advantage. I played for checkmate. So when I laughed that day, it wasn't madness. It was closure. Because the moment he said, "We're done," I realized something he never would. The game wasn't ending. It was only beginning.